Hey guys, John Easton here from Fish Tech. I'm on Goedertrouw Dam. It's near Ishawi, KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa. And I've spent the last 3 days doing the update on Goedertrouw Dam. The last time I was here, the dam was down at 75%. And I obviously needed to do some updates. There were a lot of areas, especially up the river section and what have you, that weren't done. And then of course, you know, your bank itself needed a lot more information, especially on your flattish sort of areas. You know, I know the guys like fishing these type of areas, especially for example, that spot there where you got a big flat right near a major drop off, and the guys are now fishing very shallow. They're getting behind some of those big thorn trees. So yeah, there's a lot of information here, and we needed to, you know, be here and do this update now that the dam's actually going over the wall, 101%, somewhere around there. But guys, in the last 3 days that I've been here, something really caught my eye. I did a lot of drone footage when I did this. As you can see there, I think the dam was down at about 16%. It was the lowest anyone can ever remember the dam ever being, you know, since the wall was built. And as you can see, that's a lot of drone footage, guys. That if you had to go today and get a guy and commission somebody to collect that data for you, it'll probably cost you a couple of 100,000 rand. Honestly, anybody that knows what drone mapping costs today per acre, it is ridiculously expensive. And you guys, it's on the chart. It's all here. It's done for you. Okay, I never went up the river section. I couldn't get there. It was too low, and it was just completely infested with crocodiles. So that was a little bit too spooky for me. But I want to show you this spot here. We're actually going to go over this spot just now. Let's change to satellite. Now guys, this satellite image is actually quite nice, and you can get this free. You can do it yourself. I mean, this is not rocket science, okay? But when you don't have any contours, let's turn those contours off. Categories, let's turn off the contours. You know, it's very difficult to judge depth and detail like that from something like this. It's very difficult. Then, you know, I would like to say, yeah, but then change over to your aerial HD and that'll explain everything for you. Let's turn those contours off as well, sorry. Okay. You know, it's quite difficult to say, okay, well, what's going on here? You know, how do you make that out to be an island? Well, guys, that's where your elevation comes in. You change that to elevation, and look what happens here. Can you see it? Now it's crystal clear. Let's go back. Sorry, I should have turned these off before I started doing this. Look at that, guys. We're actually going to go over this just now, okay, with the sonar. I want to see what fish are sitting on here. I did a pass earlier this morning on my way through, and I just did an idle over it, and I saw two beautiful fish on the sonar sitting exactly where they should be, as big bass, big cautious bass, those bass that really get to be big and old because they're clever. And they were sitting exactly where they should have been. But this is it, guys. There's the actual point. That's your bushes. That's your saddle, what we call the saddle. And this is your island here. But look what a fantastic job the elevation data does to show you exactly how to target it. You can see that's your very steep section. There's your shallow section here. There's this inner section. That's typically the type of spot that I like to target. Is that there or this point there? So you've got a point with the saddle, with the island, with a point on the island. It's quite a bit, but you've got, this is such an unbelievable spot to fish. But let's have a look what this looked like with the drone. So we're going to change that back to aerial HD. And I remember collecting this when you can look how low the dam was when I came through here. Let's take this image here. See if I could just tap on it. Okay, look how low it was, guys. That's just insane. There's the 100% mark where the water is now, right in the back there, up by the green. This here in the front is that little island. And if you look carefully, you can even see this rock on the far left of your screen. You see that one rock sticking up? I'm going to show you that rock on the elevation data just now, so you can sort of get a reference to the spot. But this is a classic. The dead center slightly to the right, you see that green section there? That's your saddle. So this really is fantastic data. And these photographs also, I noticed the guy, I forget about certain things on these charts. But I know it's a lot to, I can, my fingers are playing up today. Okay, you can see, okay, this is too deep now. Down on the bottom left hand, that's helishly deep. But this up the top there, sort of just to the right of your screen, you can see there's that big rock. And then the actual tip of this island is right on the far right-hand side of your screen now. You can see that sort of hump there. So that's what it looks like with the drone from the air. But let's go back to your elevation data. Here we go. Okay, so let's... let me just go back to where I'm sitting currently. Oh geez, I've drifted way off. I'll take you back there now. Let's split the screen to chart and sonar. Sonar isn't even set up. Jeez, John. Forgetting all these basics. Shoo. Okay, we've got to bring up our sensitivity slightly. Bring it up. Oh, look at that. Where's my DD22 now? Oh, man. Look at them sitting there at that sort of 25, 26 thing. We're not even anywhere near. Isn't it amazing how those fish just, they find a depth where they're comfortable and they say, okay, thank you. And I can tell you now, oh man, if I had a DD22 out the back here now, it's a little bit deep, so I need a little splash of WD-40 on there and I'll get down to those fish. Oh man, for the guys that don't like trolling, that have read scary witchcraft books and things like that about trolling, you can always long line that, you know, or go and sit on top of them and drop a wacky on them. I don't know. Now, don't ask me about fishing advice when it comes to that type of thing. Okay, here we go. Okay, as we're coming up, okay, we've got quite a big bush that's grown on that side now, but there's no fish. I'm going to go towards the sort of spot. We're coming right up into the very top of this island now. 6 feet. We're in about 6 feet of depth. The water quality at the moment is quite bad with all the rain we had. You can only see about 1 foot down, but that should give us a little bit of cover. And then we drop down. You see there's a very steep drop on the other side. Even the bottom classification is battling. It's even giving little steps there. Oh, what a pity. That fish that was here just now, or earlier this morning, is gone. Oh, what a pity. I really would have loved to show you that. Hang on, let's do another turn. Maybe he's just moved down a bit. Maybe he's said, yeah, that bastard pinged me earlier. I better move out of here. So let's go more over the point. Let's go over the point of this little island here. And guys, you see how I've got my 2 lines in front of me? I've got the maroon line and the blue line. That's one is from the point one, which is giving my there we go. Okay, that's not a very big fish, but he's there. No, that is actually quite a nice fish. That's a nice fish. Oh, I need to take a screenshot of that. Nice. Beautiful. But that's not the fish I saw earlier. Jesus, it was a massive fish sitting very similar to that sort of position. You know how he's relating to that drop off. But I wasn't ready. So I wasn't filming. Well, I wouldn't have filmed if I never saw that, I suppose. There's somebody sneaking along the bottom there. I think that could be barbely. That's more barbelish to me. Don't take my word for it, but it's a best guess scenario. Let's just have a look here. Oh, there's another nice fish. Jeez, but he's sitting tight. See that? 21 feet. Sitting tight to the edge there. Oh, that's a bit catfoot. They've been hearing me pinging here and driving over them earlier. They were like, yeah, it's like, watch him. It's going to come for us. Oh, what I would give to have a fishing rod here now. Let's do another pass. Final one. We'll call it the last one. This video is getting a little bit long now. Some of you are probably saying, no, don't stop. Others will be saying, shut up, John. You're giving away my favorite spot. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's it. Yeah, so please pay close attention. You're going to have really nice detailed contours now over this type of data. Just a question, I had a very good question come through this morning. The guys were asking, is this update, what does it cost? Do I need to buy a new card or whatever? If you've bought a chart from us, any chart, it doesn't have to be Goedertrouw, any chart, any fish deck chart, in the last 12 months, it comes with a free 12-month subscription. So this would be free. All you got to pay for is the courier, obviously, you know, Postnet, whatever. Get your chart back to us. We ran through the system, just make sure everything's hunky-dory with it, and then we make you a new one and we send it to you free of charge. If you don't have a subscription, or you haven't bought a chart in the last 12 months and you don't want to buy a new chart, it's R1,000. You can just pay R1,000 and your subscription is renewed. And then all your charts, any chart that you have that needs a update, it will be free of charge. So yeah, there's some nice fish sitting there at that 30-foot mark. Can you see it up the top there? Ooh, boy. Anyway, I'm out, guys. Yes, contact us. Get hold of Colleen in the office. She'll be back in the office on the 9th of January and change your card out. Okay, guys, I wish you all a fantastic 2023, and be safe and be healthy, and yeah, see you in my next video.